This is a video clip from episode 10 of the Average Joe Lawn Care Show with Matt Martin. You sent me a photo, and I know I've heard the story, or you talk about it briefly on some of your shows, but you shared me a photo of a shed that doesn't look like it's doing too hot. It was really hot at one point, but I'd like to hear the story again behind this little number.
So one day, I got this bright idea. I was going to burn off all the dormant Bermuda grass in my backyard. I'm in the transition zone. I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee. My front yard's fescue. My backyard is Bermuda. And I was like, I'm just going to burn it all off. I don't feel like getting out here and scalping it down and all that. I'm just going to burn it. It's surrounded by fescue, and I've got water on one side of me. So, and it's separated from my house by gravel. I'm like, there's no risk to this. Let it burn. So I get out there and I make me a couple different fire spots and just let it take off, and kept an eye on it and let it all burn out. And as it got around my shed, I've got two sheds that kind of sit next to each other. One is wood and one is metal. And I kind of stomped it out as it went along that, and I let it move past, and I felt good about it, and came back inside. And 3, maybe 4 hours later, I felt like I smelled smoke in my office, and I looked out my office window. It's a perfect view from my shed, and shooting 15 feet out of the doors of this shed is a flame that looks like it's launching a Falcon Heavy into outer space. And I don't even know what to do. I mean, I had to marvel at the size of the fire projecting out of this shed for a minute. Then
Thank you, Action Video.
I run outside, and the only water hose I have is one of those that when you turn it off, it coils back in on itself. You know what I'm talking about? And when you turn it back on, it stretches back out. That's all I got. That thing is not known for putting out large volumes of water. And it doesn't even reach the shed. So I've got it stretched all the way, and I'm reaching with my thumb over it, trying to get enough oomph on it to get it to even spray to the shed. And I mean, it's just instantly evaporating as it hits it, right? It's not even putting a dent in this fire. 10 minutes go by, and I hear a fire engine coming, and I'm like, boy, I am in big trouble. And the firefighter is in full suit, and he jumps off the truck, and he grabs this hose, and he is walking with purpose towards this shed. And I stepped in front of him in between. I don't know if I was like trying to use my body as a shield and hide the fact that like a piece of my life is on fire behind me. But I did. I was like, don't worry about it. It's good. Just let it burn. And the guy just stiff arms me right out of the way. He does the Heisman pose and just knocks me right down and keeps burning right to the shed and put it out in, probably like 30 seconds or something like that. And I was humiliated, and he's not talking to me, and he goes back to the truck, and they get the hose all put up and stuff, and like they had nothing to say to me. And then the chief came around afterwards and was much more lighthearted about the situation and was asking what I did, and I explained what I did, and she's like, "Oh yeah, that's common. We've done this before." So I had burned my shed down inadvertently. The metal shed of all things too, not the wood shed. It was the metal shed I burned down.
Is it still there, or did you take it all down?
For the most part, it's all still got some tin laying there, though.
So it probably looked like it was like you were doing like a static rocket engine test.
Yes, that's exactly what it looked like. It was the SN8 test, except we had it in the middle of Knoxville in someone's backyard. And it was hot too, man. Like even, I've got this little rinky-dink 25-foot hose, and I'm maybe 20 feet away from the fire, with my thumb over it, trying to get the stream to land on it, and you could just feel the heat coming off of it, man. I mean, it was brutal.
Was there any like gas in there or anything?
No, it was actually
Okay.
empty. So I didn't use it for storage because I've got the other little detached shed, and then I've got a detached garage too. That's where I keep all
So
my stuff.
there is no
but-
chance of anything like exploding in the fire or something like that and throwing.
no. Keep any of that stuff at home. He's in the lab.
Sure.
I promise.
Catch the Average Joe Lawn Care Show live on Friday nights at 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time on the Lawn Guardian YouTube channel. It's always fun interacting with the audience in the live chat during the show, so we hope to see you there. If you couldn't catch the live show, watch it recorded on the Lawn Guardian YouTube channel or listen to the audio version of it by searching Average Joe Lawn Care Show on podcast platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcast, and Google Podcast.